So good day, dear students. Okay, so for today we have the module 1 of this subject, PSY 002, or the human behavior in organization. So the lesson title is Defining the Human Behavior in Organization. Our objectives will be, I can define human behavior in organization, and the second one is I can identify the benefits of studying the human behavior. So first, let me give you the subject description of this subject. So this course will focus on the human interactions and that occur among people in the workplace. So this course will also tackle people's driving forces or influences for getting better results in attaining business goals. So this course will also provide you as a students with the tools to understand and evaluate individuals, group, and organizations' processes. This also will focus on organizations in which people work and how it affects their feelings, their thoughts, and even their actions. Also, it will help you to gain an appreciation of the relevance of the study of human behavior in organizations to your future careers. So, sabi nga natin, di ba, we are all humans or you are all humans. You will be part of a different organizations after you finish your courses. Okay, so at the end of the course, so you will be able to justify the significance of organizational behavior and the management processes. Also, you can evaluate motivational strategies such as in diverse organizational settings. You can also assess the appropriateness of various leadership styles and its impact on employees. Also, you can describe the basic design elements of an organizational structure. And also, lastly, you will also explain how organizational change and culture affect working relationships within organizations. So, first, so according to this module, so behind every organization are people who help them in achieving their goals. So as we all know, people or manpower or human assets or yung tinatawag natin na manpower o yung tao sa loob ng organization is the lifeblood of an organization. So kung wala po yung mga employees or yung mga manpower or yung mga workers, so I don't think the goals of the organization will be able to be achieved. Okay? So do you ever ask why there are people who transfer from one company to another? So, di ba, lagi natin sinasabi minsan, kung may kakilala kayo, naririnig kayo na bagong employee lang siya dun sa kanyang company, pero minsan, naiisip niya na mag-resign agad or lumipat dun sa ibang mga companies. So, bakit kaya sila lumilipat? Why do people behave a certain way in an organizational environment? Well, we're going to discuss that and more on this course. Yung mga different behavior nila within the organizational setup. Okay? So, let's now go to the main discussion. So, the human behavior refers to the physical actions of a person or group that can be observed by another person or detected by scientific instruments. So, it includes not only a person's directly observable feelings, but of course, thoughts, motives, attitudes, values, etc. that influence such behavior. So, these actions may be similar or different when a person is in or out of the organization. So, meron nga tayong sinasabi minsan na there are people acts or may action siya sa loob ng organization na different doon sa labas ng organization. So, human behavior in organizations is otherwise known as also organizational behavior o yung tinatawag natin na OB. Okay? So, organizational behavior is the study of human behavior in the workplace, the interaction between people and the organization with the intent to understand and predict human behavior. So, the understanding of individual, group, and organizational behavior is critical to success as a leader or a follower. And it also requires a systematic study to even begin to grasp all of the variables that impact behavior. So, sabi nga natin, we are not excused of having the different behavior. So, ang goal ng subject na to is to understand and also to appreciate and also to relate dun sa different behavior na yan. At syempre, para makita din natin na ano ba yung mga natawag dito, Ano ba yung mga bagay na dapat nating matutunan? So, ang goals nga ng organizational behavior, ayun nga, is to explain behavior. Kailangan natin i-explain bakit nga ba ganito, ganyan, ang mga behavior ng mga tao sa loob ng organization. Kailangan nating ma-predict ang behavior. Kailangan nating ma-assess ano ba yung mga future behavior nila. Okay? For example, in this certain issues, certain scenario, what or how will this people or manpower will behave. Parang ganyan. Next is to control behavior. So, isa yan sa major goal ng subject na to control behavior. Syempre, 'di ba? So, hindi naman natin masasabi lahat ng behavior is positive. What if in a certain scenario or in a certain issue or cases, negative yung magiging behavior? So, anong dapat natin gawin? Syempre, ang dapat gawin is to control. Okay, so being a leader, being a follower, we can also identify how to control such behavior. Mapa-leader ka man, follower ka man, or ikaw man yung mga nandun sa mga lower management, or ikaw man yung nandun sa higher management. Okay, isa yan sa goal ng organizational behavior, to control the behavior. So, these are the elements of organizational behavior. Syempre naman, yung people, di ba? So, every organization composed of a people. Okay? Individual person or either in groups. Yan. Pwede yan daw yung tinatawag natin na formal groups or informal groups. So, it will be further discussed sa mga susunod na chapter yung kaibahan ng formal at saka informal groups. So, next is the structure. Okay? So, it defines the formal relationship of people within the organization. It also describes how tasks are formally divided. Okay? So, depende yan dun sa kung paano nabuo yung organizational structure. Okay, next is the technology. So, it refers to combination of resources, knowledge, and techniques which affect the task the people in the organization perform. So, technology, alam naman natin yan. Yan yung mga the usual na ginagamitan or ginagamit para mapabilis yung processes or yung methods sa loob ng or yung mga techniques doon sa loob ng organization. Environment, these are the company's function within a given internal and external environment. So, internal environment can be defined as the conditions, factors, and elements within an enterprise that influence the activities. Yan. Pag naman daw external, it can be defined as outside factors that affect the company's ability to operate. Yan. So, ang example ng internal environment, so ayan yung tinatawag natin na yung employee moral, culture changes, financial changes within the company or issues. Possible din naman ng mga external examples is yung political factors. Makikita naman natin, 'di ba? Minsan pagpasok or yung mga issues within the political scenarios, pwedeng makaapekto yan dun sa loob ng organization. Ayan, pwede rin naman yung changes dun sa economy and even dun sa company itself or even dun sa industry na nakakasakop dun sa company na yon. Okay? So, syempre, while working in an organization, it is very important to understand others' behavior as well as making others understand ours. So, di ba hindi naman natin masasabi na, or kung minsan ikaw iniisip mo na you should be understood, or gusto mo ikaw unawain ka kung ano yung behavior mo. But of course, kung gusto mong uunawain ka dun sa behavior mo, of course, ikaw din, dapat matutunan mo din kung paano mo uunawain yung behavior ng ibang tao na kasama mo dun within the organization. So, in order to maintain a healthy working environment, so, sabi nga natin, you cannot please everyone, but of course, pero understanding the way they behave, okay, may maintain yung healthy working environment. So, kung makikita mo, minsan meron kang hindi kasundo dun sa loob ng organization, okay, so syempre bilang professional or gusto mong ma-maintain yung healthy working environment, syempre uunawain mo na lang siya, or kung minsan, pwede mo siyang i-relay dun sa iyong boss, para yung boss na lang ang magbibigay sa kanya ng instructions para ma-behave or kung paano ba makokontrol yung behavior na yon para ma-maintain yung tinatawag natin na good working or healthy working environment. So, we need also to adapt to the environment and understand the goals we need to achieve. So, kung minsan, kailangan mong isang tabi muna yung tinatawag natin na mga negative behaviors just to achieve yung tinatawag natin na goals dun sa company. So kaya nga 'di ba dapat focus tayo doon sa work itself o dun sa task itself or dun sa tinatawag natin na performance mo, kasi kung minsan yun ang tinitignan, hindi naman tinitignan yung attitude o yung behavior mo. Okay? This can be done easily if we understand the importance of organizational behavior such as, syempre una dyan yung development of skills in doing the work and relating with people. So, mas mahalaga kasi na nade-develop natin yung skills natin, okay? Na makarelate tayo dun sa kasama natin. Also, personal growth. Knowledge of the behavior of others will help the person understand his or her own behavior. So, mas mag-grow ka kasi kung mas makikilala mo at matututunan mong maka-adapt doon sa mga taong kasama mo doon sa organization. Also, enhancement of organizational and individual effectiveness. Knowledge of OB will be very useful in making the right decisions where effectiveness follows. So, mas nagiging effective ka kasi kung minsan, kapag mas nauunawaan mo or meron kang knowledge para maunawaan mo yung mga bagay na dapat na nandun sa mga tao na nakapaligid sa'yo. In that way also, will teach you how to make decisions well pertaining to your organizations. Okay. Sharpening and refinement of common sense. Of course, kung minsan 'di ba, kahit inis ka na, since you understand the flow or you understand how human behave, or you were able to predict how people behave. So nandun yung part na nasa-sharpen ka na, or natututunan mo na, alam ko na yan kasi talaga yung mararamdaman niya kasi ganito yung scenario. Parang ganon. Kumbaga parang na-make sense mo na agad kung ano yung mangyayari kasi nga natutunan mo na or na-understand mo na kung ano yung certain flow noong behavior ng mga tao. Okay? So, since this is the last part ng discussion, so, pakisagutan po yung activity 3, the skill building activities, the exercise 1, exercise number 2, also with the, pwede na natin wag sagutan yung what I know, at saka yung, proceed na tayo sa check for understanding or the activity 5. Also, we should not forget to answer the activity 6 or the thinking about learning. Okay? Okay, so what about the FAQ? So, how does human behavior in organization evolve? So, alam nyo ba kung tutuusin, yun nga, even though yung tinatawag natin na yung HBO na yan, noong time pa daw siya nila Frederick W. Taylor and Henry Fayol, okay, nung na-create yung tinatawag natin na different functions of management, doon nagsimula yung tinatawag na yan na organizational behavior. Okay, na nakikita nila a certain goals of an organization was able to achieve through the understanding of the organizational behavior. Kasi nga, may impact yung tinatawag natin na behavior nung isang tao doon sa kung paano siya magiging effective at efficient worker. Okay? So, what are the other disciplines under the OB since it is multidisciplinary? So, andyan yung tinatawag natin na psychology. Ayan, connected yan. Psychology, ayan, sociology, political science, and cultural anthropology contribute to organizational behavior. Kasi nga, diba, yung study of mind, study nung the way people interact to each other. Yan yung mga multidisciplinary tawag dyan, disciplines na pwedeng maging related sa isa't isa. Okay? So, I hope you learned something for today's day 1 module. Okay? Thank you very much everyone for listening.